Hey everyone, welcome back to another fluid painting video. In today's video, I am going to do a fluid background. This is what I do for most of my paintings. I just love creating that fluid effect and then doing a realistic subject over it. So here I am using Liquitex Basics and Camel Artist's Acrylics. So I've just used burnt sienna and I'm now adding Naples yellow. I've added the burnt sienna at the corners because I like it to be dark. I like it to give that radial effect. And now I'm spraying it with water. So you can see that burnt sienna flowing into the Naples yellow and gives a really cool effect. So the paints that I used at the corner was really thick, so I'm just pulling it out from there and adding some more in the middle. If any of you have tried fluid paintings after watching my videos, please send me the photos. I would love to see them. If you have any questions about it, I'd love to hear them and answer them for you. Well, it's very important to mix your paints with water properly when you're doing this. Sometimes you tend to hurry and you end up with lumps in your painting and you do not want that. Most of the fluid paints that are available in India are a little expensive compared to using these paints and just diluting them. So here I've just added water and no other medium. So far I like the effect. And then I ran out of paint and added a little too much water. So make sure you mix enough paint when you're doing this. So far I'm loving this effect. Okay, so I missed out on a bit of video over there where I just added water. So now I'm going over it because I felt it was too dark and I wanted to lighten the middle. So here I'm using Portrait Pink by Liquitex Basics. And I'm using the same burnt sienna again. So notice what I'm doing here. I'm adding the dark paint and then the lighter color around it. So when you're doing this, if one of your paints is slightly thicker than the other, then it creates a really beautiful fractal kind of effect and you really want to try that out. So the second part that I did after that missing video was actually after the entire thing dried. If you try to go over it, it might, when it's still wet, it might create a slightly different effect. So I prefer using a fan brush to spread the paint out in the direction that I want. When you tilt it, you never know where the paint will flow. So thinning down paints is a really good idea if you want to create paintings like these. And another good option is acrylic inks in combination with these, because I don't want to unnecessarily buy more medium. So once I do this fluid paint thing, I add acrylic inks over it so it spreads out along with the paint and the water that's already there. So in this I did use a little bit of red earth Rowney acrylic inks. So after this I really wanted a little bit more flow, so I used this thing, you call it a squeezy. Most art shops in India call it that. So this is a 4-inch one, I think. You get them in various sizes. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. You can find the subscribe button on the top left. You can also find a link to my website on the bottom right. You can subscribe to my blog posts there. All the links to my social media are in the description below, so do go ahead and check that out. I'm quite active on Instagram. Have a great day.